If the shoulder rest falls off, maybe we didn't slide it up all the way. So just readjust as you need. Okay, once we got that there, we're gonna practice putting it on our shoulder. So remember, our shoulder's here. And the reason why it's called shoulder rest is because you literally put it on your shoulder. Be careful not to put it on like this front part of your body, like too much centered on your sternum or like in the middle. More on your shoulder. So let's practice that. Literally putting your shoulder rest on your shoulder. Should look like this. Be careful not to put it too far forward like this. Right, so if you look down here, it's like literally across my chest area. We don't want that. We want this sideways. You can practice holding it by the upper bout and just positioning the instrument here. It's also a good time to practice where to put our fingers, right? Our left hand. On my violin, I don't have any tapes, but most of you should have tapes. So just for reference, I'll put a tape on my violin for now. Okay. So on your first tape, right, you probably have 4 tapes. But on your first tape, that is where your thumb should be in line. Remember, your thumb is in the back. And I shouldn't see it peeking out. It should actually be hiding under like this. So it doesn't come up, but it stays right on the side of the fingerboard like this. Okay? You can put your first finger down. So maybe you can practice on the A string. 1, 2, 3. You can practice your 4th finger as well. 4. Okay? Another thing is, once you got your thumb in place, think about your hand. Be careful that your hand is not touching the back of the neck. And your arm should also not be touching the instrument. I like to pretend like I have a rotten egg in here. So you want to make sure that that rotten egg does not get squished by your hand, because you can imagine that smells really bad. Instead, you want to kind of like hold it in your hand. And if we're too straight, it's going to roll down, hit the floor. Or if we're too far this way, it's going to get crushed and smell not that great. So we want to make sure it's like a little basket. Our hand is a little basket holding that rotten egg. Thumb is in line with the first tape, not peeping out, but tucked away. And our wrist is not touching the instrument. It's a little far out like this.